Hello kids, welcome to my class. So in our previous video, we saw the different types of diseases caused with deficiency of nutrients. And today in this video, we are going to see different types of preserving foods. There are times when farmers are not able to grow enough food. So what will happen? Even due to lack of rainfall and even of course due to flood, there will be not enough amount of crops available for everyone. So at this time, like when there were many people and actually less food, what happens is the prices will go up and the people suffering, and the people will of course suffer because they cannot buy enough amount of food with the high price amount. In this such situation, when people have no food for a long time and they start dying of hunger, is called famine. There are also times when food storage is created artificially. This happens when enough food is produced but it's not released in the market. So as to keep the prices high, the traders hoard food grains and make more money by selling them at a sustainably high prices. There are many ways to stop food from going bad or of preserving food for longer period. The first is refrigeration. Some of us use a fridge to keep the food fresh for a longer time. We can keep food longer if it's cool, especially cooked food. We can keep meat, milk, vegetables, fruits and eggs in a fridge for several days. You can also keep food cool by putting it inside a container of water. Put a cloth over the food and let it fall into the water. The water will keep the food cool. So this is also a process which is keeping the food preserved. This is actually a very important process to preserve food. It's fermentation. The process of fermentation preserves food and also makes it more nutritious and digestible. For example, the curd is a fermented milk, and curd is good for you and make you feel better if you have diarrhea and all. And idlis are made up of fermented batter of rice and urad dal. The mixture of ground and is left to ferment overnight. These idlis are good for diarrhea because fermented food helps you fight bad germs. And another process to preserve food is the drying of food. We can preserve some food by drying them in the sun. Drying prevents germs and bacteria from growing into the food. You must also have seen puppets like chips drying in the sun. These can help them to store for several months before they are fried. It is actually important to store such foods in dry containers. If you let them like rice or dal get wet, they will get spoiled. And some insects like weevils eat rice, corns and wheat. If you keep the grains in the sun, the insects will go away. Fruits and vegetables can also be preserved in the form of pickles and jams. To make pickles, vegetables are cut and the pieces mixed with the salt, oil and spices. Salt helps preserve the vegetables. The pickle is then stored in a dry jar. We can eat fresh mangoes only in summer, but we can eat pickled mangoes and chutneys all throughout the year. Fruits are boiled with sugar to make jam. Sugar can also stop fruit from going bad. We can have fruits all over in the form of. From this video, you would have understood the types of preserving food. I hope you understood the types and how the salt as well as the sugar helping the food to preserve. Thank you.